Major controversy ahead of the annual Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yeah, well, now the NYPD commissioner is boycotting the event after organizers declared they plan to honor a man who was once jailed for his connection to a string of deadly bombings.
PIX 11's Mario Diaz is the very latest on this backlash. He is live right now in Lower Manhattan with the latest. Mario.
John, that backlash stems from a blast that took place 42 years ago behind me at Francis' Tavern. This entire scene here littered with injury, debris, and death. The violent political group behind that blast was the FALN. Now, one of its leaders from that era is set to be honored here in the city in just a few weeks.
It would be like giving Osama bin Laden clemency.
This from Andrew Maloney, a former federal prosecutor and relative of Frank Connor, one of the victims of the 1975 bombing at Francis Tavern in Lower Manhattan. Maloney's reaction is to the recent release of Oscar Lopez Rivera, a leader of the organization responsible for not only the deadly bombing that killed 4, but also more than 100 bombs detonated in New York City and Chicago in the 70s and 80s. Lopez Rivera, who was given clemency by President Barack Obama in his final days of office and released officially last week in Puerto Rico, is set to be honored as the National Freedom Hero at the annual Puerto Rican Day Parade on June 11th. One of those supporting Lopez Rivera for quite some time is City Council Speaker Melissa Mark Viverito, who reinforced her support today by pointing out that Lopez Rivera was
not linked to any act of violence that hurt or killed anyone.
Maloney's reaction to the speaker's comments and her support?
She needs to reconsider her invitation. If she wants to double down, then she's clearly made a decision that she supports terrorism.
Meanwhile, NYPD Commissioner James O'Neill made it clear today he is not marching in this year's parade as a result of Rivera Lopez's presence.
I cannot support a man who's the co-founder of an organization that engaged in over 120 bombings, 6 people killed and seriously injured, 4 police officers.
For Joe Connor, son of Frank Connor, who died in the Francis Tavern blast, the developments to honor Lopez Rivera at the parade have been disturbing for him.
They're honoring a terrorist in a parade. It's crazy. I'm hoping that they make him, the people who run the parade, just realize that a terrorist isn't worth it, and they ask him to back out, and I think there is a strong possibility of that.
Now, we did reach out to the city to ask them whether or not the mayor would be attending the parade or marching in it. A spokesman for the mayor said that yes, that's all he responded. A simple yes. They would not clarify whether or not the mayor was going to march and follow the commissioner's lead on this issue. As for Joe Connor, he told me he's hoping that the mayor does pull out and does not march, saying that will send a major message to the parade and to those who are backing Rivera Lopez. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, Mario Diaz, PIX 11 News.
Quite the controversy, Mario. Thank you. All right.